Welcome back to the Global Ledger. I'm Justin. After the global financial crisis, regulators around the world rallied around one idea as a solution of instability: central clearing. The logic sounded compelling. Move trades into transparent venues, standardize margin and risk management, mutualize losses, and reduce the web of opaque bilateral exposures. Central clearing was sold as a stability engine. But today's episode asks a harder question. Does central clearing reduce risk, or does it concentrate it? Let's get into it. At its core, central clearing inserts a central counterparty, or CCP, abbreviated, between buyers and sellers. Instead of Bank A facing Bank B, you now have Bank A facing the CCP and Bank B facing the CCP. Okay, the CCP guarantees performance, collects margin, manages defaults, and enforces standardized rules. This transforms a network of bilateral risks into a hub-and-spoke system. Central clearing offers real benefits. Transparency into positions, standardized margining, daily risk management, and default waterfalls. It reduces uncertainty about who owes whom. From a supervisory perspective, this is a major upgrade. But safety at the micro level doesn't automatically translate into safety at the system level. Before central clearing, risk was dispersed across institutions. Failures were idiosyncratic, and stress traveled slowly. After central clearing, exposures are centralized. Margins move simultaneously, and stress is synchronized. You trade dispersion for concentration. The system becomes cleaner and more brittle. Here's where central clearing quietly reshapes markets. Okay, CCPs manage risk by raising margin requirements when volatility rises. They demand variation margin daily or intraday. And they manage risk by enforcing standardized models. This is a rational risk management. This is rational risk management. But during stress, it creates a powerful dynamic. Okay, volatility rises, margins increase, liquidity is strained, forced selling occurs. Margin calls become shock amplifiers, not just shock absorbers. When margin calls hit, cash must be raised immediately. High-quality collateral is sold or rehypothecated. Balance sheets contract. This is how clearing links directly to repo markets, treasury liquidity, funding stress. Okay, the CCP doesn't fail. The system around it tightens. Let's talk about the too important to fail problem. Okay, central clearing reduces the probability of many small failures, but it creates something new. And that is institutions that are too important to fail. If a major CCP were to fail or even wobble, markets would freeze instantly, margin models would be questioned, and confidence would evaporate. This is why CCPs are heavily supervised, stress-tested, and implicitly backstopped. Stability is no longer decentralized, it's institutionalized. And this matters for modern markets. Okay, central clearing changes behavior. Firms manage liquidity defensively, risk is optimized against margin models, and markets become more synchronized. Crises become less frequent, but when they happen, they're sharper. The system trades resilience in one dimension for fragility in another. Arc 9 is about how rules and infrastructure reshape markets. Central clearing is a perfect example. It doesn't change incentives directly. It changes constraints. And behavior adapts accordingly. Liquidity, once again, is shaped by structure, not intention. So I think we're ready for the next question. If collateral and margin are so central to stability, What happens when collateral itself becomes digital, programmable, and mobile? Tokenized collateral. The future of repo? Because the next evolution of market structure may not come from regulation, but from technology reshaping how collateral moves. That's next. Thank you for listening to episode 83 of the Global Ledger. I'm Justin, and thank you for being here.